After class, she walked out of school to find her boyfriend standing near the fence on the sidewalk. She walked over, hoping her day would at least be cheered up by him. But as she walked closer, her smile slowly faded. He wasn't smiling back.
Chris?
Everything goes wrong on this one day. It's not contrived in the slightest.
In terms of the fucking Joker, isn't he?
Chris, what's wrong?
It's Christian Brown.
What did you want to talk to me about?
He sighed.
No! Just English!
West Side.
It's not difficult.
Nedley, I think it's time that we... should start seeing other people.
She felt her heart break.
But why?
He gave her a bit of a stern look.
It's your mindset, your drawings. They just ... Capital C creep me out.
Ugh.
I think there's really something wrong with you. And the saddest part is why you haven't told me why you're acting like this. It makes me feel irresponsible.
What?
So I just ... can't do it anymore.
So
I'm sorry. What a shit boyfriend.
Right, so I think something's wrong with you. So I'm gonna try and get out of the the damage area.
Yeah, it's like I think there's something wrong with you, and
I'm gonna leave the danger zone. So
And I think the most support, because it makes me feel irresponsible. So what would be a responsible, supportive thing for me to do would be to just dump you out of the blue, just completely just fucking drop it on you like an anvil, and run for the fucking hills.
I just hope you don't go, fucking crazy. End up.
I also enjoy how he didn't seem to have a problem with her drawings before, but just now, on this one day, he's sort of like, I can't take it anymore, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck it, I want to go to a gym down the road.
You drew a picture of a Frenchman dying. A Frenchman I can't be in a relationship with.
And with that, he began to walk away. 3 dashes. Natalie slammed her hands on the bathroom counter at home. She stared at herself in the mirror, her eye twitching.
I won't hurt myself like the others. I can stay strong.
There was a needle and black thread in her hand.
It's pointless. It doesn't help.
Some weird sensation pulled at her subconscious.
What does that even mean?
Jeff the Killer Syndrome, that's what it means.
She chuckled slightly. No. I'm doing it because I want to. She held up the needle with thread on the end of it. And she smirked widely.
In a smirky way.
Time is up!
Time is now.
Yes, you don't have to shove it down our fucking throats every 3 seconds.
It's the final countdown.
We get it.
Should we just give this back?
Yeah.
Like, piece after piece, blah blah blah.
Bloods.
She did not
Blood.
cry.
Basically, she's just chopping herself up, alright?
Yeah,
There was no tears, all she did was smile.
Her mum comes in, she started to cry. Mum! She'd never felt so confused. What had just happened to her?
Right, well, so she's fucked up her face with a sewing needle. So presumably next it's going to go on about how she her face got infected.
Okay, next paragraph. Her mother had scheduled some therapy for her. Well, it's about fucking time, isn't it?
Thank you, Captain Hindsight.
It's a bit late for therapy. Maybe you should have given her some therapy when she was being bullied. Maybe you should have got her some therapy when she couldn't stop drawing violence. I think the part when she gets onto self-mutilation and winds up looking like a fucking Cenobite, it becomes a little bit too late for the therapy.
If only their doctor was, Dr. Raven Cuckoo. I'd just leave her a little bit to take care of herself.
Fine. It's normal to stitch holes in your fucking face.
Natalie had not gotten rid of the stitches, in fear of how much pain it would bring. So she went to the therapists with them. She made...
Wait, so hasn't alright, off to a doctor first. No, it was like, quick, therapist! My doctor sees it, mutilated herself. Alright, it's scheduled for next Monday.
She had made sure her hood was up, not to let anyone see. She sat down on the comfortable leather seat and just stared at the blonde woman across from her in silence.
Natalie just nodded.
I'm Deborah, and I'm here to help. Now tell me, what have been some of your problems recently?
Well, you see, Doctor, how you have a face.
Natalie stared. Time has been my problem.
Deborah gave a confused look.
What about time, dear?
Natalie's hands roughly gripped the lever of the seat.
Everything. It makes you live through it. Slowly progressing through life, being controlled by society, only to be tortured for seemingly to no end, because I can't English, until you find you no longer have a purpose. She had a purpose once, very, very clearly defined. One of the only human beings who knows what a purpose is.
I remember when I was 6 and I had a purpose in life.
It's a vicious circle. Time does not end. It does not slow down. It does not speed up. It is violent. It makes you live through the torture over and over again, unable to fast forward away from it. I mean, there's mixing metaphors, and then there's that. Fucking hell.
Like the fucking this whole time thing basically came out of nowhere because time. My teachers told me my assignment was late. Time. If only I had more time.
My one true enemy.
Fucking, this is so obscenely pretentious. It's actually starting to fuck me off. Natalie had no idea of what she just said. Neither do I. Funnily enough.
Wait, what does the medicines? Like the painkillers have just worn off.
Wait, what did I say? Was I talking just now?
She felt like she wasn't herself anymore. Could this be because of ...
This is the Illuminati, yeah.
all of the things that she had kept contained? Question mark? No. It was impossible. But for some strange reason, she ... for some reason capitalized, liked it. Like Jeff the Killer, like the fanfiction. Like, comment,
I
subscribe.
don't know what you just said.
Neither do I, if I'm honest with
But
you. But
she like...
we're going with it. We're doing this shit, aren't we? Great, I never thought this fucking game.
Do it live.
The therapist leaned closer. Here we go.
Sweetheart, I want you to tell me what's happened to you.
Natalie still stared. There was a long pause. She smirked slightly. The piercers from her stitches slightly opening again. Oh, here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. Go on, Jacob.
Why don't you tell me, Blondie? You're the expert. At a harder glass.
Deborah seemed to have a bit of an annoyed look.
Yes, her name's she's called Blondie and her name's Deborah. You get it? This is Blondie. It's like
I can sort of understand.
The band.
I can sort of understand why she's annoyed because she actually hasn't actually said anything of substance.
Yeah.
I can't help unless you tell me what's wrong, Natalie.
Her fingers started to tear into the leather seating.
Natalie isn't here anymore.
Oh, how traditional! I'm just got mental because my boyfriend broke up with me. Oh!
But if you'd like to,
Damn!
if you could, after the tone, leave a brief message stating your name, a number, and reason for your call, I will endeavour to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Beep. With that, Deborah's eyes widened. She got up.
I'll be right back. Please stay here.
She walked out, leaving Natalie alone.
Wow, these therapists are fucking efficient. These people are giving the goddamn creepypasta doctors a run for their fucking money.
Oh my goodness.
You're staying here. I'm gonna go fishing.
Here, look after my collection of knives.
And here's the most obvious statement in this entire story. Read it, Jacob.
People die when they're killed?
Maybe if she had done something at this point, she wouldn't have come to be what she is today. Oh my god. Yes, maybe if the expert, the therapist, had not left the raving psychotic alone and unattended, maybe things could have turned out differently. Perhaps. I mean, I'm not a psychic or anything.
If only it wasn't let the interns take over day.
It's like, yeah, you're on work experience. Oh, I've got to run out. So what? My husband's called. It's really, really big. The dog's being sick, and I've got to go home. You, work experience girl, you get in there and you see my patients. Well, it'll be fine. All you got to do is tell them it was their father. It's fine. Just go and
see
sit down.
something.
Yeah, give them tissues, cry. It's all fine. Don't worry about it. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Okay. See you later. And then obviously this happened. So, congrats.
Maybe more people would be alive, and maybe she would be sane again.
That's how sanity works. Just comes and goes. So it's just like waves.
No, remember, you have to get through the madness.
Yeah, you push through the madness to find the sanity on the other side. It's like,
my god!
It's like a cream egg. You got to sort of, it's like a Kinder egg. You got to crack the disgusting chocolate shell
to find the delicious toy of sanity.
To find the disappointing toy of sanity inside.
Fuck it. As much as I would love to, I would love to admit that she got up from that chair and stopped all this from happening. But I'm obliged to tell you the horrible truth. You're the fucking author. Stop speaking to me. You're not supposed to do that shit.
Yeah, you're obliged to not break the fourth wall as well. But hey ho.
It's like this pasta didn't actually happen. Who would have fucking thought? Fuck me!
Who else? What's this line? Who else is enjoying Game of Thrones at the moment?
Natalie did not move. She sat perfectly still, perfectly silent, and perfectly calm in that chair. Even more perfect, Sel. And after a while of waiting and impatience, her parents finally walked in.
She just had a little conversation, fucking ran off. Like, is the session over now?
Apparently so. Uncapitalised, she stood, happy to go, but she noticed her parents' expressions. Even her father had a strange, saddened look on his face. Her confusion grew, but she said no words.
For her mouth was full.
And followed them to the car. On the way where she thought she was going back home, no, that's the way it's actually fucking written, she started to drift off. Strangely, she heard a dark voice speak to her in her dream. It almost sounded like herself echoing into eternal blackness. I'm going to say darkness, though.
We could play Eternal Darkness.
Your time is up. She shut awake, some beads of sweat rolling down her face. She wasn't home. She wasn't in the car. She was in a bed. A white bed. In a white room. She looked to her side, seeing she was hooked up to a heart monitor. She went to get up, but suddenly realized
She was in the second Resident Evil movie.
She was bundled down. She panicked.
Right, so she's been sent to an insane asylum on what
On one fucking instance of her saying that I'm not me.
Yeah.
Fuck me if I went to a therapist, Jesus.
Yeah, therapists, as you know, actually do have the power to just get someone sectioned if they want. The first
because
time they
it's
meet them.
because it's 1897.
Yeah. It's just sent it to a glorified prison for lunatics.
It's fucking this old insane asylum on the fucking hill.
Yeah, lightning hits it. You just see Arkham Institute for the criminally insane.
Your doctor is Dr. Joe Kerr. Oh!
She panicked, she started to struggle, but paused, hearing a door to her left open. A man in a white shirt looked at her, his hands behind his back. He almost looked like one of those cliché doctors you would find in some scientific lab.
I don't think this author is in any position to use the word cliché.
Also, I think his name should be Frank West.
Okay.
She paid full attention as Mr. Scientist started to speak.
You must be very confused right now, I can imagine. But I'm letting you know we're only here to help. Your parents agreed to sign a contract to give you some mental drugs.
Mental drugs! Also, contracts?
To hopefully help your state of mind. I'm sorry, is she at a rave? Just yeah, your parents said it was okay, have some mental drugs. Have some of these.
Also,
this is what Maurice is on.
Fucking ridiculous. Mental drugs? At least fucking come up with a name. I don't know, as a firepreen, even as fucking Crohn's disease drugs. It sounds like a mental drug though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Damn it!
have some MDMA. That's why I talk like this.
That's why I wouldn't care.
Basically, almost they could have made up a drug or picked another one. Your parents decided to give you Viagra to help with your mental disease.
Hey, if they put you on Viagra, you probably wouldn't keep thinking about killing. Or maybe you'd think about it more.
She opened her mouth to protest, but was quickly silenced.
You don't need to worry. You'll be back to normal in no time. Just try to relax.
He walked over, and she tried to skittishly move away, but couldn't due to the bonds of the leather straps around her wrists and legs. He carefully took a mask and put it over her mouth and nose. She stubbornly tried to get it off, but felt herself starting to slip under the drugs, and her eyes slowly shut. And suddenly...
what did the therapist put down? It's I'm not me. Time is my enemy. She's fucking insane, and she will kill us all. Use the super mental drugs.
And suddenly, she woke up. She couldn't comprehend what the hell she was seeing. She was being given multiple injections. Even some things were rubbed on her skin, because this will fucking help her.
That was it as well. She's been given some injections. I'll give you some mental drugs. We'll
will give you a psychological test. All these different things you see here in these creepypastas. Is it just me, or do authors of creepypastas have what they think is really scary, the scariest thing in the world, what they all have a pathological fear of is research? Each of these writers just frightened to go, hey, what's the name of an antipsychotic?
She felt woozy because she was stung by a Cassador, but was completely aware of her surroundings. She was entering a rare state in which some patients go through while undergoing surgery. They are able to see as they are being worked on, they can feel the pain, their brain is active but they cannot respond. However, she was able to, because she's a special snowflake. Her heart rate on the monitor started to speed up and the doctors took notice of this. They looked at her, seeing her opened eyes. One of the doctors was yelling at another. She couldn't make out what they were saying, but she suddenly felt a rush of adrenaline. She slowly started to slip through her bonds, shaking violently. Wow, these are fucking efficient bonds. One of the doctors...
Why is it in the world of creepypasta that the most awesome force in the universe, greater than the power of concentrated dark matter, is the teenager? Like, nobody can stop a teenager.
Because they watch too much anime?
Probably.
Animals.
Just fucking wishful thinking. Like, man, I wish...
When I was 14-year-old, I could beat up the world.
I wish I was a really, really tough, strong abuse victim.
Another thing I just thought of right at this second is that this is a creepypasta about someone who you're supposed to be scared of because this girl is going to kill you. And then they try to give her like this tragic backstory. They try to make you feel sympathy for her. And personally, I don't feel like you can be scared of someone and feel sorry for them at the same time. One of the doctors was going to hold her down, but was suddenly hesitant of doing so, and all three of the doctors backed away.
Why?
She said, "Why the fuck would you do that?"
Turn green.
Like, have these people never had to deal with, oh my god, this patient is resisting our restraints. This has never happened in the history of medicine.
It's their first day, it's newly open.
A bunch of fucking interns like, oh no, I can't hold her down. She's too strong.
Oh, this 16-year-old girl is so strong. She sat on the edge of the bed now and ripped off the mask and tube from her arm. She got up and started to stumble towards them. Her breath hitched and her vision was blurry. She could make out herself giving off a couple insane chuckles.
She's stumbling towards them and can barely see. I'd shit myself. Oh no, she might pass out.
But suddenly she felt a searing pain in her chest. She gripped where her heart would supposedly be and dropped to her knees.
Wait,
She
where is
coughed
this? Like, what? It's like the drugs moved it to her kneel now.
The drugs made her heart just disappear.
Instant death disease.
She coughed blood and fell to the floor completely blacking out.
What?
She woke up slowly and groggily after that. She was back in the bed. The doctor was sitting beside the bed.
Something went horribly wrong.
That'll fucking do, you know, that'll fucking do.
She didn't know why, but she felt a tremendous amount of hatred towards the doctor. He took notice of it and looked away.
You weren't supposed to wake up while we were giving you the doses for your mental state. We weren't sure how you affected you, but we had a feeling you're going to find out.
I think that's going to need subtitles.
Yeah.
Ellen said that.
I thought you could start making fun of Jacob for like, I'm Jacob Sherwood. I need to get a cup of tea.
You aren't supposed to wake up while we're giving you the doses for your mental state. We aren't sure how it affected you, ... But we have a feeling we're going to find out.
Right.
Feeling, is that how doctors say?
We've got this feeling.
I got a feeling.
I got a gut feeling that it may be pancreatic cancer.
They all have a feeling
it's
tonight's going to be a good night.
It's not. It's going to be shocking.
It's because, like, you know, they got a feeling because they're like modern day what it's called, like spiritual healers. Like they got crystals. So, what medical drugs give you super strength?
The Captain America serum.
Yes, but how would that affect? Like, oh, you're going a bit crazy. I'll inject you with some adrenaline.
He paused for a second before taking out a small mirror, not looking at her.
It happens to have an effect on your appearance as well. But of course, you know that's how drugs work, isn't it?
She looked at herself in the mirror, and her eyes widened. Her eyes, they were completely green. Ooh. She noticed she still had the stitches in her mouth as well, but for some reason she couldn't help but feel happy.
Oh, well, this is just Jeff the Killer syndrome, isn't it?
Is literally just Jeff the Killer if you decide to make it a girl and have the world shit on her.
Pretty much.
She's so beautiful now. Ah, her heart rate started to increase again. She gave out a low chuckle.
Ha ha H-H-A ha ha ha.
It's weird because my heart rate's actually kind of slowing down listening to this, so I kind of feel like I've drunk 3 kegs of cough syrup.
Yeah.
And then put it down with a bleach twister.
The doctor looked in shock, seeing she was suddenly already standing over him. What?
That doesn't make fucking sense.
Doctor?
She said, still chuckling. He trembled slightly, pressing a button from under the monitor.
Yes?
Your time is up.
Yeah! We get it! Shut the fuck up, stop saying
Just take
that.
your glasses off even though no one will be able to see it apart from me and you, me and Matt. Your time is like,
Right, so like the mind drugs or whatever they called them earlier has given her super strength.
Right.
That's what I do. Like that's the disadvantage with antipsychotics is that when you give them to psychotic people, they can sometimes result in Hulk-like strength.
Sorry, knew what job. I accidentally injected her with venom. I wondered why she like bulked up 4 times.
And the needle was fucking green.
Yeah. That mask they put on earlier, luchador mask.
A loud scream was heard through the halls of the apparent hospital. 2 security guards rushed into the room, kicking open the door. Blood was the first thing they saw. Blood on the walls, on the bed, on the floor.
Fucking Jacob predicted it.
Blood on the windows, on the walls.
To the sweat drip from my balls.
Oh, you
Hell,
bitches!
even on the ceiling. Natalie had taken the doctor and strapped him down on the bed. His spine was completely snapped as the bed was bent almost into a sandwich.
That's fucking hilarious.
That was close. You're almost a Dr. Sandwich.
As the bed was bent almost into a sandwich.
Fucking
Like, it's a funny
hilarious.
image and it's horrible English. I mean, like, that's a creepypasta double whammy.
Yeah.
Likely from the adjustments someone could make to it. Blood poured from his eyes, nose, mouth, and just about every orifice of his body.
Yes, even his bum.
Yeah, I was gonna say it includes anus.
And there in the corner was the murderer, happily drawing her gruesome pictures on the wall in blood, followed by the phrase, "Your time is up." She slowly turned to look at them, a wide, crazy grin spread across her face. Fuck you!
If it gets any more gory than this, I'm going to want to just...
Skip
just
it.
just in the... You know,
As an excuse
for
to...
the, for the sake of good taste,